What's up guys, Daniel Victorio here and welcome to SmashPad's Top 10 Games of 2025. Coming in at number 8 on our list is Trails in the Sky First Chapter, developed by Falcom and published stateside by NIS America. The game stars Estelle Bright and her adopted brother Joshua as they become junior bracers of Liberal's Bracer Guild, a non-governmental organization sworn to keep the peace and protect civilians wherever they have a presence. When their world-famous bracer father Cassius disappears from a flight on his way to the capital, Estelle and Joshua set off on an adventure spanning the 5 major regions that comprise the Liberal Kingdom, both to find their dad and earn the credentials needed to become senior bracers. During their journey, they'll come across a colorful cast of memorable characters whose stories go beyond the game to become the stuff of legend as we move further down the timeline. Now, if you've followed SmashPad for a while, you'd know that we're all really big fans of the Trails series. Whenever a new one is released, it's usually on our, top 10 games of the year list. And as awesome as they are, the problem with them is that they haven't really been all that approachable. The series pretty much got its start in America on the PSP. Its sequel also came out on the PSP, but never came out physically. You can only get it on PSN. And after that, the Trails in Cold Steel series went on to PS3, and then to PS4, and then we saw Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4 go on PS4 as well as Switch. So yeah, that's a really muddy way to try to get involved with the series, and if you're not solely a PC gamer, which is the main way to get them all on one platform, it just really is not easy to get to. You throw in the fact that almost every game in the series is more than 70 hours, and you have a lot to catch up on. So having this remake in First Chapter not only brings it to modern day consoles, but it also comes with it a lot of the learnings and features that we've had in newer entries. So for example, not only do you have the updated graphics here, but this particular entry also makes use of the hybrid battle system found in Trails Through Daybreak. And, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about, how those games got started. But for those of you who have played Metaphor Refantasio last year, that system pretty much came from Trails Through Daybreak. So, yeah, we're happy to see it here. It works really well. And this is an example of the system in action. So right here we have the turn-based thing going on, and what we did prior to this was we stun the enemies and then go into turn-based mode, because then you can do more damage. So right here I'm going to cycle through the spells and use Pummel. This is a craft that we can use, and it's one of Estelle's best abilities. So we'll just go ahead and cause some damage there and move on. And then we get this bonus opportunity, and yeah, Joshua doesn't have much damage to deal left, so he can just go ahead and finish them off here. There we go. There's the finishing blow, and yeah, we just keep on moving. This is the beginning of the 3rd chapter in the game. For those of you who are still on the fence about this series, no matter how much we recommend it, you can go ahead and download the demo, which is actually the full prologue, and that's like a 10-hour demo right there. So if that doesn't sell you, then maybe it's not for you, but there's definitely a lot to look forward to, especially if you're into classical style JRPGs. So yeah, here's some more stuff from that battle system. We have Estelle here, we have Joshua here, and now we also have Chloe, who is an awesome character who also is the healer of the 3, if you decide to keep her. So yeah, that monster is now gone, and we can continue to move forward. It's a little bit of the pause screen. When I was recording this, I was still trying to get used to the controls, because it was back in September when this came out, so it's quite a few months ago already. I had to go ahead and relearn things here. But yeah, what we're doing is we're trying to make our way to the next city. These are really, really long hallways, and it's often a great way to just go ahead and grind. So yeah, we're almost at the gate to get to the next city, and yeah, I'll let this cutscene go ahead and speak for itself here, so you can just get an idea of how good the voice acting is. Just kidding. Yeah, this cutscene is not voiced, which is actually one of my only main issues with the game. Not every line in the game is voiced, and that does make sense because there is a whole lot of dialogue here. But at the same time, it's been a common thing throughout the series, and I thought we'd see it fixed here, and that didn't happen. But I'm going to go ahead and go through this door. We'll skip a few scenes, and we'll just hear it now.
Wow, look at that! Huh, so the water isn't from an actual river, but an artificial waterway.
If I remember correctly, it's called the Lhotse Waterway. It's an aqueduct bridge built back in the Middle Ages.
That's correct. It carries water directly from Valeria Lake.
Wow, it's wild they built something like this without any orbments. And on that
So one
side,
thing I want to
we
go
have-
ahead and butt in and mention is the fact that Estelle hasn't been anywhere outside of Roland, you know, her main home in the game. I won't talk too much about Chloe, and
The
as I
entrance to
mentioned
the
earlier,
tunnel.
Joshua is an adopted brother, so, you know, we
Yeah.
don't know where he's been prior to
Guess
him
it's
being
time to say
adopted.
goodbye.
So he's probably been through a lot of these places that
Yes.
Estelle hasn't been to yet. But it's cool
You're
seeing,
planning
you
to
know,
travel around the kingdom,
the way that
correct?
they all act
Perhaps we will
and
run into each other in the royal
treat each
capital.
other and whatnot.
What?
So
Really?
yeah.
I plan on returning to the royal capital around the Queen's birthday festival. I have to attend a family gathering.
The Queen's Birthday Festival is in about a month, right? Yeah, we might be in the capital around then.
Oh, in that case, contact the Gransel branch when you're done with your family stuff. Then we can meet up.
Yes, I definitely will. Estelle, Joshua, thank you very much for everything. I will always remember your kindness.
Oh, come on. Why are you talking all formal now?
You've helped us out a lot too, Chloe. We'll never forget your kindness either.
I haven't done all that much. Back in the mayor's residence, I spoke as if I were superior. I said he only cared about himself and his position as mayor. But I was no different.
Huh?
In my case, I was constantly trying to run away from my position. I saw both the orphanage and the academy as places to escape to. But you've taught me something I was lacking. The resolve to keep moving forward, no matter the circumstances. And the strength to protect those you hold dear. Thanks to you, I found a little courage of my own.
Okay? Anyway, I'm super happy to know that we were able to help you. Take care, Chloe. Let's meet again in the capital.
Yes, I promise.
I hope to see you there too, Sieg. Wait a sec. Are you actually going to the capital? I thought you lived around here.
Sieg is special. I'm positive that you'll see him again.
I was kind of joking.
Sieg never fails to amaze us. Well then, shall we get going?
Let's go.
Estelle, Joshua.
I'm gonna cut them
I
off
wish
in
you the
just
best
a
of
little
luck.
bit, but
I hope you
yeah,
find your father very soon.
these two will definitely be going their separate
thanks.
ways from Chloe.
Take care,
And
both
yeah,
of you.
the next part gets a little spoiler, so we'll go ahead and stop things here. But yes, folks, this is Trails in the Sky first chapter. Definitely get it. It's easily one of the best JRPGs
Yes,
you can ever get
you're
involved
right.
with.
We will surely meet again.
Chloe, my apologies for making you wait.